Welcome to La Maxim Foundation, a university of freedom and free thought. So in this video, I'll be going over the UCC3 assignments and also the attachments that goes with it, okay? I'll be talking about the stamp on the back of the birth certificate. I'll also be talking over all of these attachments right here. All of these documents go in accordance with this UCC3. Now, the UCC3 assignment is based off of the original regional UCC1 filing that you did out of your regional birth state, okay? So I'm going to go over this document. So this is going to be a UCC financing statement amendment. What you're going to do is just as you did on your other UCC filings, the name and the phone contact of the filer. Send acknowledgement to yourself, the same as you did on the other UCC1 filings. So let's get down to initial financial statement file number. This is where you would put your original UCC1 regional filing number would go there. Okay, we're going to skip past 2 because we're not doing a termination. A termination is when you want to terminate an entire UCC filing. If you've gone through particular people that have filed your UCCs and it's not up to where you need it to be, you would use an amendment to terminate that. If you want to do a continuation, meaning UCCs are only good for 5 years. So if you want to continue, then you would be doing a continuation. Assignment full or partial. Give name of assignee in item 7A or 7B, and address of assignee in item 7C, and also give name of assigner in item 9. So here we are on 7, assigning individual. So this is where you would put the fiduciary's name and who you are assigning your bond to, okay, along with their address goes there. Now inside the collateral description, amendment collateral change. Check only one box. Describe collateral. Are you deleting it, adding it, or give entire restatement collateral description, or describe collateral assigned? So we know we're doing an assignment, so we're going to select assigned. Inside of the box, you're going to give a description of what you're assigning to the assignee. So this is an actual constructive notice. The following property is being assigned by the secure party. So what's being assigned here is a private registered bond promissory note number, John Henry Doe promissory notes 0001. United States Post Office registered mail number, then the registered mail number. So if you're not sure about how to get your registered mail numbers, we'll go ahead and do a video over that on the notice of claim, notice and transfer of the registered mail number so that you can have that to affix on your documents. Last but not least, in the collateral, you want to put the value of collateral. So the amount that the promissory note is, you would affix that inside the collateral. Very important. Do not skip that step. So 9, name a secure party of record authorizing this amendment. Of course, you would be the secure party, so you would add your name again right there, just as you did on your original UCC filing. The UCC financing statement amendment additional party. 14, you will put in the initial filing statement number, which would be of the regional UCC filing that you did. The name of the party authorizing, it would be you, the secure party. All right, now let's keep going. It has an option for additional debtors, 17 and 18, now 19. Additional debtors, exact full legal name. We're going to keep going. 20, additional secure party's name. So this will be the other agency, the creditor agency in which you're assigning this bond to, okay? So if we're going to the United States Treasury, well, then we would be assigning it to the United States Treasury and the address just as it is right there, all right? If we're sending it to a particular person in the United States Treasury, then we would put that there as well. If we are discharging mortgages or cars, whoever the fiduciary is that has the right to accept the tender of the assignment, that is what you're going to put in additional secure party's name or name of total assignee, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip over into the attachments that go with this, what you're actually assigning, okay? All right, so those of you that are just in the process of doing your master bonds and doing your secure party packet, this is an example of a bond. There are thousands of templates of bonds. You know, this is just a standard template that is relatively all over the place, along with other ones like them. Some people use borders. Some people do not use borders. What's important is the particular kind of paper that you're using. That is what is important. So you want to make sure that you're using 100% cotton bond paper, 32 pound, okay? That is very important when you're doing negotiable instruments at this phase of it. All right, so as you can see, this will be what you would be attaching. So it goes through particularly the certificate of live birth and everything. I didn't change the fiduciary because it's been a minute since I actually used this here template. But that is an example of what you would be assigning, okay? Like I said, I have multiple attachments, but for this exercise to get you through the process of the UCC3, I just need to show you what needs to go with it. Okay, along with that private registered promissory note, we also have to have a cover letter that goes with it. So notice by yourself the date of the notice and who is the notice for. So the service would be by registered mail because it is a registered promissory note or a registered bond that you are creating, okay, in the matter of the certificate of live birth with the number, accepted for value and exempt from levy, okay? So then I'll read through this document here for you. I, Jane Henrietta Bond, hereby duly notice Stephen Mnuchin, Secretary of the Treasury, Department of the Treasury, with 1, my acceptance for value of certificate of live birth, numbered, and then you put your birth record number, and 2, the issuance of the private registered bond for set off, non-negotiable, numbered, and then the registered mail label number, okay? Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to the agent. All rights reserved. Enclosed are the following instruments. 1, original private registered bond for set off, non-negotiable number and the registered mail number in the amount of $100 billion. 2, certified copy of certificate of live birth, numbered, duly endorsed as followed. And so then that goes into the endorsement that is going on the back of the actual birth certificate, which I'll show you right here. So here's that endorsement. It goes on the back of the birth certificate, the certified copy that you would be sending. All right, 3, original IRS form, 1040V, payment voucher, duly endorsed as followed. Accepted for value, returned for value, exempt from levy, prepaid common stock, or discharge on presentments and related fees. Adjust the balance to 0. Prepaid Treasury exemption number. Charge the same to Jane Henrietta Bond. All right. Please deposit said bond number, registered mail number, to the credits of the Department of Treasury. Further credit to the amount of Jane Henrietta Bond, as mandated by the bond order. You have been duly noticed. Then sign your autograph, Jane-Henrietta Bond, Principal. Okay, now right after you send with this, so now we have our cover letter, then we have our bond, then we have our certified birth certificate with the endorsement on back. We know we need our 1040V. All right, so we have all this information, okay? On top of, we already did our UCC3, so we already got that together. Now, we need to go and get the rest of our document. Okay, so now we're on the certificate of title of special deposit, registered mail number. Make sure you put your registered mail number at the top. Now, as you also see, this document is in landscape. It is also on bond paper, okay? So I'll read it to you. To all to whom these presents shall come, I, Israel Tiffany Gabrielle, in my capacity as private citizen of the United States of America, hereby certify that on the day of May 2019, from within the state of Georgia, county of Fulton, without the United States, within a non-military occupied private estate, that I, the grantor settlor, with intent and purpose hereby deliver, convey, transfer legal title of all right, title, and interest of equitable asset title, registered mail number, asset credit voucher number, registered mail number, along with all of its special deposits as I do assign. If any attachments, derivatives, so make sure that, when you're doing your notice of claim, your notice of transfer, that you're giving yourself enough registered numbers to use, because every time you're sending a bond, it's going to be via registered mail, because that would be the registered number of that registered bond, okay? Oh, and did perform the deed of delivery via USPS registered mail number, as evidenced by this original certificate in trust, in care of the appointee, in care of trustee at, care of address, county of trustee, assistant, all successors and assigns, and it shall be binding upon him, her, by its acceptance by the said trustees in the absence of a valid disclaimer. This legal title supersedes all previously issued legal titles of same by Israel Tiffany Gabrielle. Executed and sealed this blank day of May. Make sure you're filling in your dates correctly, set by my seal below, and execution of the above. Then you would give your autograph right there, get you 2 witnesses, and at the bottom put your name. All right, so that is pretty much it. Now for your UCC3s, you'll be doing UCC3 assignments throughout your life. This is something that I want everyone to understand, is that this process is a lifestyle. It just does not stop when you have submitted all your documents, okay? I hope that this process, as you're learning and you're going through your own individual journeys, that you're realizing that you're learning how to operate in this capacity. And once you learn how to operate in this capacity, then you are able to bestow it upon what comes after you. This is the rules to how you would do your banking outside of the public commercial games. So now we're entering into international chambers. So for a quick review, we're going to get our UCC financing statement amendment, and then we're going to be doing an assignment. We're going to assign the collateral in the description box. Then we're going to have our attachments that go with it, which are bond cover letter, the birth certificate bond itself, and the certificate of title of special deposit. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I got a few little facts here that I want you guys to know about the Uniform Commercial Code. A lot of us that are in these commercial games don't even know about Lex Mercatoria.